Yo, it's Diona and Sean, back with a podcast and we get it done, am I right? And we about to go live with the big orgies, so yo, connect your ears to the big headphones. Brand new segments, jokes and drugs. Yeah, your one from Derry, hard to be illegal in Maccaberry. She owns Katya, he can't catch ya, put the hole you want like bam, bam, bam. He's so funny, eggs be running, he making smileys from how they done it. Gal, jump over your wall like a free file, make a coffee or tea. She was on the BINTM and he was on the IGT. It's time for the podcast. 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 It's time for the podcast.
Oh, that's menu. That's us now.
Well, is that what you said from now on?
I've been saying it for a while. You just haven't noticed.
There's me. Look, I don't know if you can see that.
The wee star.
Wee star.
That's confetti that is still on our floor since my birthday party. See a message to everyone's ma out there that ever attends their child's birthday party in their house. Don't bring confetti. That's why bars don't let it in, because it's a nightmare, because you find it for ages and ages.
I always see just outside the bars, just boxes of confetti just lying on the curb crying.
Not allowed in.
Like, you won't let me in. All my mates are in there. Party poppers, he's in there.
Mr. Balloon.
Napkins.
I know. They
never get in.
They end up everywhere.
I know.
Especially because the ones we had look like pennies. There was ones that look like wee pennies as well. So you've been running around, Channy.
And we pre-marks for anyone listening in the north. It's a shit clothes joke.
It was good.
Did I get one?
Yeah.
Why are you wearing a vest today? I'm joking, yeah. I'm only carrying on me. It's a nice belt though.
Why am I wearing a vest? I'm wearing
Did you win WrestleMania last night?
Right, well, we talk about your clothes.
Go.
Shit clothes.
I know. Do you know
everything you're wearing, I've bought you. You don't do your own shopping.
Every time I put these trousers on, I think to myself, I'm going to look back in a few years and go,
I was wearing
the
green
fuck
trousers.
are you wearing lime green trousers?
They're not
for,
lime green.
Or
They're like a
they are,
dusty sort of mint. And also, you and I are both in like greenish sort of trousers. Should we sort of match?
Yeah, we kind of do, don't we?
Is it funny how men are into their socks? Like there's usually mustard coloured socks on.
Men are into their socks.
Like, do you know when men wear suits now, they either go sockless or have a coloured sock on?
Sockless lads can eat my shit.
I saw something recently on Twitter and someone was like, "Hiya Belfast, did some bad man steal all your socks?" Like, you know, hiya Belfast men or something like that there.
Just everybody run about sockless.
With the wrinkles out. But it's even like teenagers and all now too. Like they have to wear really drain pipe skinny tracksuit bottoms that's like our ankle grazers. Like they stop above their ankles. They want their ankles out. Whereas whenever we were younger, that would have been called, "Are you wearing your wee brother's trousers because they're too small for you?"
I know. It's weird, isn't it? It's a really weird culture. How
they all dress. Like whenever we go pick up your eldest from school, I can't figure out who he is because everyone is like a clone.
They all look exactly the same.
They've all got the same sort of curly mop on the top of their head.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all
skinny
wearing skinny trousers, vaping. They're all doing the same thing.
Either my son vapes or he sets fire to candy floss every day of the week.
I think you said that in this podcast last week.
No, I didn't. I said it at Lavery's, but I said it differently. And I feel like there's a joke there, but I just can't put my finger on it. But like,
but setting fire to candy floss isn't right. It's like he brings incense with him or something.
I know, because you can smell candy floss and you can see smoke everywhere.
I know, but it's not burning. Or he has candy floss flavoured deodorant or something. If you hear Sean make that joke into candy floss flavoured deodorant,
you get 30p.
Co-written.
Yeah.
Yeah. We start?
I'm going to have to think about that one.
Oh, no, we did the thing at the start, didn't we?
The
credits are done?
We're elbow deep at the minute.
I forgot that we were doing it like that.
We are here. We are live. It's episode 52, so we've been this officially a year's worth of podcasts.
Even though I think if you went through and looked at them, there's wee sneaky like 26A. There's wee Belinda specials. Not Belinda. What'd you call all them storms?
I know what you mean.
Storm.
Dominic.
Was there a Storm Dominic?
Storm.
Ophelia. There was no Ophelia.
We definitely did an Ophelia special, didn't we?
There was a few of them, and I remember we recorded one night, and that day it was pure stormy, and one of your Wayne's translation children was older than me because we were outside and it was really windy, and he was all, "So windy. It just proves that you just have to love life while you have it." It's like, feel like you might die.
Like, what's the alternative?
Yeah, it's just the end now for you that you feel like this.
30-mile-an-hour gusts. Chill out.
Yeah.
It's weird, isn't it?
It's a wee bit of a waft.
Do you remember when you were a child? Did you have any
Yes.
like sayings or songs that you used to sing that were very obscure or very different? Did you ever have that?
Do you have one that you want to say? Is that
There was a few different ones. We used to run about our street going, "Your mama was a snowblower." But we had no idea what that was. But then we watched, was it Liam Neeson's recent film? And I think his job title was like a snowblower, where he was
yeah.
knocking the snow off the roads.
So
I mean, he
people
was
could
like
drive.
clearing the
Yeah,
snow.
yeah.
So I don't know if that was like this weird thing, like your mum was this big butch lesbian kind
Oh,
of
that
figure
was like
that was
getting rid of all the snow.
your ma's a big truck driver. Do you know what I mean? I don't know the origins of that or what the meaning was or what the intentions were behind it,
Yeah.
because we used to be all ooh, do you know, but it's like,
We
is
used
that
to
really a
sing
slag?
stuff like ooh can't plays like a woman and he wears a bra.
Thank God you said Cantona. Is that what you used to sing?
Yeah.
Yeah, Cantona
Plays like a woman and he wears a bra.
plays like a woman and he wears a bra.
And we used to always, well, this wasn't everyone, it was just me, but I used to do this impression to my man and dad. I was like, dance, monkey girl, dance in my house. And I used to go, I'm a wee Scottish haggis catcher. And my mum and daddy used to get me to say it all the time. And I also used to do, I've got a brand new combine harvester, and I'll give you the key. And I used to sing that around the house all the time.
To yourself, like, or
No,
parts
they
of
would
shows?
get me to do it. Do you want to show Emmons your wee tractor song? I've got a brand new combine harvester. And do you know what? A pure stole credit too for Phil Stephen. It was in my primary class because one day he came up with this game where it was like tag, but he called it haggis catching, and he was like, user haggis. Haggis is like a sheep's stomach or something, isn't it? Like it's a Scottish
Yeah.
delicacy.
Yeah.
And he was the haggis catcher, and he was running going, I'm a wee Scottish haggis catcher, and he'd go around catching everyone. And then I went home and repeated to my dad, as I made that up.
Just claimed
It's
it as
really
your
funny.
own.
I come up with that.
I just imagine your mum and dad and just like having a big full house party 4 a.m. You just get woken up to come
To
down
come down and go,
do
I'm
this-
a wee
do your
Scottish.
wee Scottish bit.
Yeah.
Dude.
They'd be all, and then do the long word, and then ultramicroscopic sulcoconiosis. There was a long list of party tricks that I had that were all just words.
Yeah. Do you know what we used to sing as well? We used to sing this brilliant rhyme, right? And I don't know if it was you used to sing it about your own granny or about somebody else's granny, but I'll sing it about somebody else's for the purpose of this. And it was, your granny played for Liverpool, she nearly scored a goal, she'd done the splits and ripped her tits and the ball went up her hole. We used to sing that like 5 and 6 years old.
Yeah. But I love the thought of someone ripping their tits.
I know.
Like, how
How's
does
it
someone
possible? I don't know.
rip their tits?
I don't know. Maybe it's like the Joker in Batman where he like gets his mouth sliced.
Like just slicing
Just
open your tits.
Slicing the just two of them just fall everywhere. Just big grapefruits
I always
fall
loved that joke. What's between your granny's tits
out. Your granddad's face.
or belly button?
Oh, right. Yeah, it makes more sense.
Yeah.
That's nice.
It's
a good one.
But also we used to have a big rivalry between the street beside us. Do you remember that was a
Mhm.
thing? And whenever you were growing up, especially if you grew up in a council estate, it was all the streets beside each other, all having. So our street and the street next to each other, they used to have. We'd have like a football tournament in the summer, and the girls would be the cheerleaders for the football. We all obviously been watching far too much American TV, and we would make pom poms out of plastic bags.
Yeah.
Shred them and tie them with a bobble, and we'd be like, we are the Galia girls, we wear our hairs in curls, we wear our socks up to our knees. And then I'm pretty sure it went on and got abusive then to the other side, but that's how we spent our summers.
And then the lads were obviously training for these tournaments, and you
Oh,
were
aye,
doing
yeah.
your bit
They were
too,
up and down through, and normal training would be cones, but it was like bottles of cool-off vodka they'd be running in and out of.
I fully imagine you just panting out of breath, running into your parents, going, "Can I cut up one of my old T-shirts?" You know, like just the right like G
Yeah,
on
yeah,
GG for Galia girls. But my dad actually,
Such innocent fun.
I remember we were probably about 6. Well, I was, because we weren't triplets,
You
so we
weren't
were all
triplets,
different
yeah.
ages. But we were very, very young, and I remember going outside with my dad for the first time playing football, and we were out playing football, and then some kid walked past, and my dad was like, "Do you want to play as well?" And then it cut to half an hour later, and there's like 30 kids
full
just all
tournament.
chasing this ball in the street.
Mm.
But then out the back of our houses, when we lived in a council estate as well, there was just like overgrown grass. There was like a bonfire site site, there was all kinds of just shite and debris everywhere. And my dad phoned the local council and asked them if they would come down and cut the grass. Then he went to our local park and borrowed like the white line machine.
Oh, that's
And
mad that he did that.
Him and everyone on our street just lay at the back doing coke. No. Then he got the white line machine, right, and he marked out a football pitch, like a full class looking football pitch. Then he got bits of scaffolding that he I think he got from a salvage yard or somewhere. And what do you call it when you fuse them together? What's the word?
Weld.
Weld. Yeah, he got like a welding thing and stuff as well. And welded like football posts, and then got like fishing net or something and made nets.
That's amazing
And
effort
it was
to
like
go
a
to.
full pitch. And
then he sold it all.
for summers after that, maybe for about 6 or 7 summers until we moved out, we played full tournaments. He would go up and spend his own money on like player of the tournament trophies and medals for the winners, silver medals for the runners up. And I think everyone just remembers my dad as like this local legend from around our area, because he, if it wasn't for that, God knows what the kids in the
What
street
you
would
would
have
have
been
been doing, you know.
Do you know what I mean?
My
Whereas
dad was
instead we were
like
playing
that
football
in the
tournaments.
sense that he was the only one outside playing football with all the kids. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it was always just my dad, my brother, a whole pile of fellas, like kids, and just me, because he'd be like, you get involved as well, otherwise I'd just been sitting watching. Do you know what I mean? So he used to get me in, and I'd be playing football with him too. But obviously, not obviously, but I was useless. But I used to see footballers, you know, like doing tricks and skills, like where they would get the ball and they would swing it over their feet and they would move it back and forth and they'd like feign and do all these sort of stuff, and then they'd like kick the ball and jump over it and do all these like things. And I used to do them, but almost like an impression of them. But I thought I was doing them, and obviously in a second anyone could have just went and just took the ball off me, like, and no.
Yeah.
But my dad used to like make everyone stand back. I was all, no, she's doing a thing, let her do it. And I'd be like, oh.
And then you're doing all these step overs and stuff.
But my dad would have everyone like held back, so when I could then go with the ball as if like I'd be all, geez, I'm good at this. Do you know what I mean? It's like all these fellas can't get it off me. Still can't.
Yeah. Still can't get it off you.
Not football, but
Other balls.
yeah. But
Doesn't
it's
make
such
sense.
an innocent time to grow up. Well, you think it was innocent, but obviously it was a probably more problematic time. But like it was innocent as regards you didn't, because we were talking about this a few times this week about how kids now have such access to all the knowledge that's ever been incepted, and so you
get
can't.
caught out quicker, don't you?
You just get caught out quicker because you can't go to your wains or to anybody in the street. If you do that there, your feet will fall off. They're all,
know.
well, it fuck, because I've just Googled.
Nowadays you're like 26, 27 years old and you hear something on the news and then you're like, my uncle was a land bastard that time. Do you know what I mean? Whereas now
Yeah.
it's just like you just call them out on their bullshit
I
straight
know.
away, because you have Alexa right next to you who you can just speak to. You have Google, you know, on your phone, on your
Yeah.
tablet, whatever. And it's just this mountain of knowledge that you can access 24/7 now. And it sort of, I think that's why kids are a lot more switched on than we were, and they're a lot more kind of
Developed almost.
developed. You can get away with less. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because of now,
But
there's
it's like
just
their innocence is stolen from them because they know everything. They look online. Like
yeah.
I'd say kids like stop believing in things earlier. You know what I mean? And like whenever I was away, my dad had told us that he wrote all the songs that were on the radio. Like on would come like, you say it best, and my dad go, that's not one of mine, and we'd be all, oh my god. And I would tell people in school, and they would call me a liar, and I'd come home and be, oh, they're saying you're lying, and my dad would be like, they don't know,
jealous.
because someone else is singing it. And like this went on for years. Like I genuinely always thought, and I think there was a stage where a song came on and I told someone in front of my dad, I was like, my dad wrote that. And my dad's like, no, no, that's not right.
That's our secret.
That was a joke. Yeah.
Friggin' hell.
I know.
Those were the days, weren't they? They really were.
I have a wee thing here planned, right? And it's because you always say that because I grew up in Derry that we basically have our own language and different words for things like wains, and there's probably a million that I can't think of now.
Yep.
That we say, and do you know what's funny too? You know when people say jeepers in Derry, we say jeekers.
Why?
Jeekers. I don't know. It's the same sentiment. It means the same thing, but we're all jeepers creepers. But in Derry we go cheekers.
That's
We do
so
jeepers
weird.
too, but we
Yeah.
dip in.
Maybe they're combining the two, jeepers and creepers, and they're
Yeah.
just like jeekers.
Nah,
Could be that.
could be lazy.
Lazy.
So I've organised something, and it's to prove to you that all different regions have their own words for things, and you're gonna decipher what these different Cockney rhyming slangs mean.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. So these aren't local. These are
No, these are
rhyming
Cockney.
slang. Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna give you an example, and you're gonna try and figure out what it means. Right?
Sounds good.
Some of them are easy, some of them are not.
Like women. Right. Go.
So the first one is, would you Adam and Eve it?
Yeah. Have done before. What again? I have to guess what that means.
Yeah.
Would you believe it?
Yeah.
Wait. I'll do a wee spling.
You think you'd have had that organised? Hello. What are the apples and pears
Apples and pears.
in your house?
Say your prayers.
Nope.
Apples and pears.
Nope. You can go up them, you can go down them, the apples and pears.
You can go up your stairs.
But that's a lot longer to say than... I'm just going to scroll up the stairs here.
I know.
Go up the apples and pears.
But then there's a lot like that, which you might have on the list. Lee Marvin. Is that on the list?
No, but that means
No.
starving.
Means starving.
So what type of person is a baked bean? Or what person is a baked bean?
Someone who farts all the time.
No. It's
Baked
rhyming.
bean. Baked bean. He's a baked bean.
This person is very old and very rich.
He's a baked bean.
Why is he a he?
She's a... You know her. She's a baked bean. She's
No,
a-
not like a characteristic. A job, if you can call it. I don't know if
She's a
it's
baked
technically
bean.
considered a job. I don't know.
No, I'm going to have to say I don't know that one.
The Queen is a baked bean.
She's the baked bean.
She's, well, the Queen and another Queen as well. Like if you were to watch Bohemian Rhapsody, you're going, I'm just going to go to the cinema to see Bohemian Rhapsody.
You didn't think that one through, did you? Well done.
Oh, Jesus. I just thought of it there now. As soon as I said it, I was like, that's not right.
No.
If someone needed to bread and cheese,
If someone what?
needed to bread and cheese?
Get on your knees.
No.
Sneeze.
Yeah.
I didn't know that one. That was a pure guess, but it just...
That was good. You
just
guessed
had
it
to
right.
rhyme, didn't it?
So if somebody was brown bread, we would say they're titty bread.
They are dead.
Indeed. Yeah. Having a Darby and Joan. Somebody's having an old Darby and Joan.
And I'll moan.
An old mum.
Is that right?
Darby and Joan.
Darby and Joan.
Yeah.
Darby and Joan. All right.
Isn't that mad?
That is very...
Oh, it's probably like, oh, listen to your mother-in-law there having an old Darby and Joan.
You're saying that because your mother-in-law's name is Joan?
Do you know I didn't even know that's why I said it, but it's probably
It's your
why.
subconscious.
If you find yourself in a spot of Barney rubble,
Spot of trouble. No dirty ones, no?
on what part of the body would you wear an Irish pig?
Jeez. We're an Irish pig 3 days a week. An
What?
Irish pig. An Irish pig, a wig.
Yeah.
Is it a wig?
Yeah, well done.
Just to be honest, not much rhymes with pig, like.
Gig. What would you be busting if you were needing a Jimmy Riddle?
A pedal.
Yeah. What part of the body does a raspberry tart come from?
A fart?
Yeah.
Is it? A
Your
raspberry
arsehole?
tart?
Yeah.
You did a wee raspberry tart.
Ooh, just a wee raspberry tart. That's brilliant, isn't it? Toot toot.
A raspberry tart.
I love when people call farts toots.
Yeah.
Did you just do a toot?
It's very innocent, isn't it?
Yeah, but is it a noun or an adjective? Or a noun or a verb? Like, did someone go, did you toot? Or did you do a toot?
Did you toot?
Did you toot toot?
I see it when I did the Rodney character, I called them bum burps, and I love that.
Bum burps is brilliant.
Bum burps is great, isn't it?
What do people normally mix with a violin?
A violin. A violin.
Yeah.
What did they mix with a violin?
It's just to include violin in the sentence, yeah. What
Violin.
people mix with a violin. What's a violin?
Violin. A couple of tins.
You're on the right track.
Uh,
Violin.
violin.
Everyone's mad about it these
bottle of
days.
gin.
Bottle of gin.
Actual bottle of gin, not just a gin.
Well, gin, violin. I'm going to have myself a violin. I'm going to have myself a gin.
Okay.
If you and the lads were having a bubble bath, are you enjoying yourself?
Big time. If we're having a bubble bath, a laugh.
Yes.
Is it? Love it.
That's it.
That's good. We should make up some of our own.
I know,
Secondary.
that's what I went on to do, but this face takes time to get ready, so.
Have a Donny McBride. Full scale ride. Made that up on the spot.
What would be a half a ride?
Half a ride would be
I love it. Like, someone going,
Bonnie
we
and
had a
Clyde.
full scale ride. Like, we didn't just, it was just a dip. It was
Wasn't
a
a dip.
full scale ride.
Yeah, it wasn't just a. It wasn't just a. What did I say before that? What I said something after.
Danny
that.
McBride,
I said one after that. A Bonnie and Clyde. That's
Bon-
a half.
half a ride.
So we half a ride. Yeah.
So that's the lingo. If it's like, do you want to, we'll just Bonnie and Clyde it rather
Yeah.
than Danny McBride it.
Yeah.
Because we haven't got much time.
We haven't got much altar wine. That's time.
Is it?
I'd made that up as well.
There was something like bird lime or something was time for jail. Bird something lime.
Is it not bird? You're in the bird, or you're doing
No,
bird?
time was like, oh, much something something lime. Did you get bird lime or something? Cockney rhyming slang is complicated.
Yeah. I wonder who came up with it or who devised that. Probably Cockneys, but I mean, but where it devised from? I
It
would love
was
to know.
Phil Mitchell
No, it wasn't.
with contributions from Grant Mitchell.
No, they probably publicised it a bit.
I'm joking.
All right.
Christ, I didn't. You think I thought that Phil Mitchell's also a fabricated character? That's not what that man's called in real life.
Oh, I know, but he, for all you know, he has said those, a lot of those slangs. Do you know what I mean? Maybe
There you
Donny
go.
Dyer's grandfather. Maybe that's why Donny Dyer's famous. His grandfather created all those.
He's the ultimate Cockney, isn't he?
Big time.
He's famous just for like not. He's famous for being a good actor, but he's like being Cockney made him more famous.
It was weird when I first found out he was going into EastEnders. I was like, gee, that's a bit of a career change, but it's not. He was an actor, wasn't he? Or he is.
That's all he is.
That's all he does. See, I think
It's
the first
also
time
really-
I saw him was the Toughest People or whatever he did.
Yeah. See, I think he was trained by Pinter or something too. Like he's a really
What's that?
well trained trained actor. Do you know what I mean? Like he just gets typecast
Yeah.
because he does that hard man very well.
It's like myself, isn't it? As the exotic hunk. Just every film role they put me up for, it's this lad getting his abs out again.
You're like,
isn't it?
listen, just give it to Zac Efron. He needs it.
I know.
Would he be considered an exotic hunk?
No.
Do you know what? But Shia LaBeouf and Zac Efron had the most glow up the biggest glow up I've ever seen.
What's a glow up?
That's how we know how old you are and how young I still am. A glow up is when you're shite looking and you get older and you find all the things that make you good looking and you become good looking. Like, say if you see like someone shows you a picture of like their Kardashians 15 years ago to now and they're stinking and then they're really good looking, it's like that's the glow up.
Never heard of that expression
Yeah.
before in my life.
There's a TV show called Glow Up as well.
What, on Hallmark?
No, your girl Stacey Dooley hosts it. It's about makeup.
Nah.
Do you know who Stacey Dooley is?
Nope. Stacey
She
Dooley
won Strictly.
investigates.
Yeah, her.
Is that her?
Yeah.
Still don't know what she does apart from investigates, but I
Yeah.
don't know what she
She's
investigates.
investigating glowing
Makeup?
up.
Glowing up.
So like, do you remember like Shia LaBeouf did that TV show years ago where he had the wee curly afro and he was like, what did you call it? He was a wee geek in it and his sister was in it and The Secret
No
Diary.
idea.
Anyway. And then now he's like this real good looking guy. It's like, oh, there's the glow up. People say it about me, but I was always glowing.
You're the glow down.
No. See,
Yeah.
I wonder what the opposite is to glow up.
Glow down?
It can't be glow down.
Unglow down?
That's the thing I fucking hate about people in the gym. I should have that for my room 101 actually. Do your room 101 if you have one. I just thought of one there now.
Do you just think of one?
Yep.
It's time for room 101. Yeah, it's time for room 101. Yeah. It's time for room 101 on the podcast. Yeah, it's time for room 101. Yeah.
You alright?
I demand things and you just provide them.
Just at the press of a button. At the punishment for glutton.
Glutton for punishment.
I know, but I tried to find something the rainbow button for Cockney slang.
No. Trying to find something that rhymes with punishment.
Astonishment?
Yeah, I was going to say that. What's your room 101 that you had?
My room 101 is this probably is very particular, right? And may only work.
Apply to one-liner comedians from Lurgan.
No, it might only apply to people who are in Tesco's, because this is where it happened to me when it drove me insane, right? When there's a wide escalator and two people get on and they stand side by side blocking the entire escalator. Like,
Yeah.
there should be a fast lane, there should be a lazy bastard lane, do you know what I mean?
Mm.
Because say if you get on and you don't have a trolley, you just like to go boom, straight up or
Yeah.
straight down, do you know what I mean? You've got your bag, but you have to now either stand behind these two people.
And they're so
So you're
slow
talking to
as
each other.
well. Those escalators.
So slow.
Yeah.
So you either have to stand right behind them, or you have to say, "Could I get past you, please?"
Mm.
And then they're like, "Oh, sorry," and
I
then
know.
they move in really slowly. It just
Because like at
fucking
the tubes in
insane.
London, everyone knows you get
Yeah.
in and you stand on the
Yeah,
whatever shade it is because everyone else is doing it. You do that. Do you know what I mean?
It's the fast lane.
Aye.
So that was pretty much mine.
Mine's is whenever people use the term warm down instead of cool down in the gym. That you can't warm down. You warm up
That's
and
what
you
it's
cool
called, though,
down.
I think.
It's called a
'Cause
cool down.
Me and my son James and his girlfriend Emma spoke about this when we were dropping her home last night.
About whether it's called warm up or cool
Yep.
down.
Because she said as
Shut
well,
up.
she says it can't be called warm down because you're not.
She said that last night and I'm
Swear to
saying
God,
it today.
We spoke
How
we
weird.
spoke about it before a few weeks ago, but then I said since we had spoken about it, I had actually heard it. I think it was on TV where they were talking about a football match where you
Yeah.
do a warm down. I think it's because you're warm, and it's something to do with your muscles. I don't think it's about you. I don't mean as in you're feeling warm. I think it's like you need to.
I'm gonna Google and see what Google says. Not that that's the be all and end all, but I definitely can know that. Think that it's cool down. How
I
can
don't
you
know.
warm down? That's like if you want your dinner heated up, and you go.
No,
can
but
you
I
cool,
don't think it's to do
make
with
that less cool.
the temperature of you. I don't think it's anything to do with that. I think it's to do with your muscles or something. Just type in warm down. Do you think so?
Why warm up and cool down? Okay. It just
But what is that talking about? Is that sports, or is that just your own body heat?
yeah,
you know what I mean?
it's about muscles and exercise. It's definitely called cool down.
Okay.
Comment below if you call it warm down, and if you do, fuck off. I'm joking.
Go fuck off on our podcast, dickhead.
We want you in ours.
Aye.
Warm down is like, that sounds mutually exclusive to me. Those two words can't be together. Calm down.
Calm down.
Sit down. But not warm down.
Anger down. You don't say
See?
anger down.
You don't say anger up, Tyler. Here,
True.
let's anger up. Doesn't make sense.
I know. Right. Okay. So I went that one. Let's just say because let's face it, you came up
Because
with
we're having a
yours on the
debate
spot.
of yours.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Talking about how I think you're like old because you don't know who the term glow up. I did a couple of things this week that are so 30s
Really?
that I'm like, because I killed a plant. I feel like that's such a ridiculous thing to do.
Talk us through it.
Do you know, like, so I had a plant, we've had it about a year, but I didn't know if it was a real plant. I have to change my tone of voice now. This here doesn't match that music, does it? I bought a plant. I didn't know if it was a real plant, but I didn't want to take the chance and let it die in case it was. So I watered it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Then I thought I feel stupid because this might not be real, so I stopped watering it for a long time. And then when I checked it one day, it had died because it had gone brown.
And how did you feel when you looked at it and realised that it was dead?
Like a stupid cunt. Yeah, so it's gone. But that's the
Did you fart?
thing.
What
No,
happened there?
I thought I heard a weird noise. But that's the thing. It's like, how can you not tell if a plant you have is real or not?
Is it something to do with? Do you like stick your fingernail in the leaf or something?
And if it's wet,
and if it like,
probably.
is a different color or something like that, or if you can feel with the texture if it is or not.
yeah. But somebody got me a plant for a present for our 30th, and it just ruined the night because it brought back all the harsh memories of me killing the other one. No, but now I'm really concerned. I'm all, this one's nicer than the last one, but I'm gonna kill this as well because I'm not sure I'm sure you're supposed to water them at different times, but like you're supposed to. I'm sure some plants you water once a month and some you water every day. Do you know what I mean? The other real, you're definitely older now. Thing I did the other day was whenever I called Post Malone Mortem in pure seriousness.
You did.
He was on the video and I was all, that's that Mortem guy. Nope.
Felt like an idiot, didn't you?
But it's like, that's the things that, you know, whenever you were younger, that your ma, your dad, or your auntie, or uncle would have said, and you'd have been like, oh my God, you're so embarrassing. I can't believe you said that. And now we're those people.
You only said it in front of me, though, so it wasn't too bad.
Yeah. But you knew.
I know. Because I'm younger than you up here. That's what it's all about.
Okay.
Joe and I realised as well the other day, right, that
You're punching above your weight.
See the word nippy?
Mm.
I think that comes from your nipples being hard when you're cold.
Aye, it could do. Why is it not
It's
called nipply
nippy.
then? It's nipply.
Because it doesn't sound right.
Nippy
nippy.
sounds better. I know.
Do you think so?
Also, raspberry ripple in Cockney rhyming slang means nipple.
A raspberry ripple?
Yeah,
So you got your raspberry ripple pierced?
yeah.
It's nipple.
So I wonder in East End London, I wonder in the Cockney place, do they call it Ripley instead of nippy? It's
Doubt it.
Rippy. I bet you it does come from that. That sounds about right.
Your peach schnapps. Your bobs.
Is it?
Don't know.
All right.
Made that one up as well. We had another game. What was the game we were going to play? The next line.
Next line of the song.
Of the song. You're just reading it.
Yeah, we'll do that then.
You're reading my answers though.
Oh no! I actually
You're
was
definitely not.
100%. I'm not a cheater.
Next line of the song. Here we go.
Just a bad loser.
Excuse me. Excuse me. I know you're in the middle of a circus, but can you tell me what the next line of this song is? Thank you.
Thanks for doing that jingle for me, Diona.
You're very
Appreciate it.
welcome.
It's a nice voice. We planned a wee email there.
Sorry, yep.
Yeah.
There was a wee seconds break, so an email.
I should have done the. Do you remember the jingle I made? And it was all, when are you
On
in
the
the Belfast Telegraph? Or
Oh,
something like
aye.
that, was it? Or was it when are you in the newspaper?
Don't know.
I can't remember what it was, but
I think he did use a specific Pipper's name. Even
You
though there's
think
a
it
lot of
did?
Pippers available.
The reason I say this is because we're in the actually when this comes out, if you're listening to this or watching this on the actual day it comes out, which is Wednesday, the episode comes out every Wednesday.
Yeah.
We're in the Daily Mirror today.
There in the Daily Mirror today, there's a magazine insert, and we're in the section that's at home with. I think it's at home with the Hegartys, really. Just
Sounds
a wee
about
joke
right.
inside our house. If you wonder what colour our cushions are, just look behind me or by today's Daily Mirror and see more ridiculous answers that we give.
We do have it.
Not yet.
Go now. Daily Mirror.
Right, so there you go.
Because that bit was Beltel. Was when you in the bell.
Yeah, we've told you already now.
I know. So, Daily Mirror this Wednesday, today, if you're listening to this on the day.
So next line of the song, we went with stop looking at my laptop. We went with the disco.
Disco Classics.
Oh my God, and I'm wearing my disco trousers.
Staying alive.
These are the ones I wear when I'm going to the discos.
I would not feel comfortable wearing wearing those like big wide
I know, they trail on the ground too.
bottoms. I would hate them. I used to have really baggy jeans and I used to cut them up the inside when we were, just as we're speaking about nostalgia 20 minutes ago, and we used to cut up the seam so there was
Aye.
like a V and then they were real wide and you just walk all over them all the time.
I
It's
know, and they
pain in
were
the ass.
soaking, and then the water would like travel up them, and your like calves would be soaking wet. Good
Yeah.
thing I never go outside.
That's why I wore welly boots.
So
Next line of the song. I'm not looking at your laptop. Chill out. Do you want to go first?
yeah,
We'll do one each. You do one, I do one. You do one, I do one.
and so you're back from outer space.
I know you're look across the room and then I smell your ugly face. Something like that.
I feel
Face
like I
press.
should give you half a point because I know you get the gist of it, but you don't. It's I just walked in to find you here with that sad look upon your face. I love see if you Google song lyrics and you just see them written down like a poem or written down like a story,
So
and
weird.
you're like, what the fuck are you talking about?
I know. Some of them are horrific.
And each line to the next doesn't make sense. They don't
Mhm.
write them like they used to.
Like Gwen Stefani saying, that's my shit.
All
It's
the
like-
girls stomp your feet like this. A few times I've been around that track, and that's just gonna have been like that.
Wise up,
It
love.
ain't no holler back, girl. Even Beyonce too. Her ones do not make sense.
But I ain't no holler back, girls. I mean, like, she doesn't reply to texts or what? Who knows?
I don't know.
Jeez.
But then there's a while lot of like,
It's weird that you have to write a song to actually tell people you don't text back.
I ain't
As
no
if
holler
all
back,
these
girl.
people have, like, just are still waiting on her texting back.
yeah, she's like, do you know what's gonna be quicker? If I write this song,
song,
put it
put it
out
in the
there, and they'll
charts.
go, she ain't no holler back girl.
So she does have credit in her phone.
That's why she's not getting
Yeah.
back to us. She just ain't a holler back girl.
Is that yours done? What were you going to say about Beyonce?
There's one. Do you know what one about Becky with the good hair and all these things? Like, and they're just like jargon. Do you know the way like big companies love to just throw in words to confuse people because they're jargon when you could go for an easier term? Like Beyonce does that all the time with like hood talk. What's the like gangster stuff? Where she's
Gangster stuff.
where she says like Becky with the good hair, and what she means is just a slut.
What's that got to do with her hair?
That's but basically say, oh, Becky with the good hair. Usually it means a white blonde slut that likes to go with black men. So your next one is
My next one.
your first one. How long will be on?
Okay. Young man, there's no need to feel down.
Aye, that's my next one.
Is it really?
No, it's just a different part of it.
Okay.
So, young man, there's no need to feel down. I said, young man, take your feet out the town.
Take your feet out the town or into town?
Take yourself into town. That's
Pick yourself off the ground.
oh, aye.
I'll give you half a point.
Yeah, because you know I
give me
know.
half a point, so
Right,
yeah.
so my next one is, it's fun to stay at the, why am I singing? It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
It's fun to stay at the YMCA. It's fun to stay at the YMCA.
That's it? Oh no, I was meant to do those two, then you were meant to do the next one.
Too late.
No, I was meant to go, it's fun to stay at the YMCA, it's fun to stay at the YMCA, and then you were supposed to do the next bit.
Especially when you get a free Ulster fry.
Yep.
Too late. You said it wrong. It's your own fault. I got it right.
I
You said the line. I
self-sabotaged
said the
there.
next line. Do you know what I mean? It's not like what's 2 lines after the next line of the song.
Alright, come on.
Next one. My head is in a spin. My feet don't touch the ground.
Ground.
Because you're near to me, my head goes round and round.
Is that my fear in a spin? What?
Do that again.
My fear in a spin. My head don't touch the ground. My head is in a spin. Go on, you do that. Sing it. Sing it for me.
Right. My head is in the spin. My feet don't touch the ground. Because you're near to me, my head goes round and round.
Baby. Ooh.
That's right.
That's Peter Kay, isn't it?
Yeah.
Feels like I'm in love.
Nope.
It's the same. I think I would get a half a point.
My
here.
knees are shaking, baby. My heart, it beats like a drum.
Okay.
Boo boo. Boo boo. So you got that?
All right. Oh yeah. What is Peter Kay?
Wrong.
What's that in?
It's when
Is
he
it
holds it up
Phoenix
and he...
Nights?
No, it's in his live show. He holds up the wee sort of dictaphone.
Ah,
and
yeah,
he's,
yeah.
Is
Is
he
when he's
doing
being
like
the
a DJ or
DJ?
something?
Yeah, at the wedding.
That's right. Okay, number 3.
It's raining men. Hallelujah. It's raining men. I'll give you a wee bit more. I'm gonna go out to run and
I'm gonna go run. And get absolutely soaking wet.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out and run and let myself get.
Nah, just don't sing it. That's the best way to do it. My last one. I'll make you mine. You know, I'll take you to the top.
Can you sing it?
I'll make you mine. You know, I'll take you to the top. Doo doo, doo doo. It's
It
not that one.
feels
I'm only
like
joking. Let me see how this one goes. You're looking at my
I've
screen.
just
like
read
you
it
can, I
there
know
now.
you did.
I'll drive you crazy. But I don't know what the song is still.
Look 2 lines up.
Oh, Wakefield Saturday night. All right.
Well done, you.
I'll drive you crazy. I'll make you mine. You know I'll take you to the top. I'll drive you crazy. Do, 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 do.
I'm
Alright.
livid.
Are you?
Absolutely livid. Yeah.
Right, we're on 40 minutes, so
Right.
let's wrap it up.
So before we wrap it up, I have a game as well that I'd like to play,
Right?
where the top 50 most iconic songs of all time have been revealed. But I would like you to tell me the name of the song, and I'll
Mm.
tell you the artist. So we're going to do the top 10, right?
Okay.
We'll start at number 10. I'll give you the name of the artist, and you have to tell me what song of theirs featured in
Okay.
the top 10 songs of all time.
Yes.
So number 10, don't be looking, Guns N' Roses.
Pistol. Something about a pistol.
Feel free to play along at home, by the way.
Is it the pistol thing?
Nope.
I don't really know any Guns N' Roses songs. What is it?
You actually do.
What is it?
I'll give you the first word. It's 3 to 4 words. Sweet.
Car-
Oh, sweet.
Chariot. Sweet Home Alabama.
Sweet child of mine.
Jesus.
You're...
It's a lot of songs very sweet on it.
I know.
I do play along. Write down yours before I get them. Or
Which
maybe
you'll
maybe
have
I'll be
loads of
quicker.
time to do,
Nah.
believe me. Number 9, Sex Pistols. What did they sing?
Why are you choosing all these bands I won't know the songs of?
I did not choose the top 50.
But you've
most
not done the
iconic
whole 50 here, have
songs.
you?
The top 10.
Oh, the actual top 10.
Number
Sweet Home
9,
Alabama's on that? Or what was that last one?
Sweet Child of Mine.
Oh, right. So Guns... Who are we doing now? Sex Pistols?
Sex Pistols. You
Shove it
wouldn't
up your
get
head.
that one. God Save the Queen.
Sex
Next one,
Pistols,
you won't get Rolling Stones. I can't get no
Education.
satisfaction. Well
Satisfaction.
done. You got one. That's right. Number 7, Bob Dylan.
I'm terrible.
Leica, and the name of
Virgin.
the song, the band before. Leica. Well done. They are a Rolling Stone. I pressed the wrong one. Number 6 is the Beatles.
I can't believe you thought I'd know any of these in my life. Which Beatles song?
Hey Jude.
Oh, yeah, that would.
You would have got that one.
That's the most iconic songs of all time.
Yeah. Number 5, Queen.
Is it Don't Stop Me Now? We Are the Champions?
Nope. Bohemian Rhapsody.
Of course
Number
it is.
4, Michael Jackson.
Would it be Bad?
Claims that I am the one. Yeah, well done, Billie Jean. That's about 4 out
Billie
of
Jean.
7 you've got so far. Next one is
Got about
U2.
2.
What song by U2?
What's
No, the answer is 1, which you
No.
wouldn't have got right. Number 2 is
Just
John
trying to-
Lennon.
Sunshine? Imagine. I hate this game so much
Well, don't play
because
that.
I don't know names of songs or artists until I hear it. Then I would go, "Oh, that's John Lennon." Imagine, like I would know that, but then you're setting me up for a fucking failure now. How many more have you got?
1. Nirvana.
Is it another turning point of forks stuck in the road?
Is that not Green Day?
Is it?
I hope you had the time of your life.
What was the Nirvana one then?
Smells like Teen Spirit.
Ah, yeah. Say that was the worst
Well done, you're shit at that
example
game.
of my knowledge of music.
Do me next. YouTube MEAs, go. Do
YouTube
me
what?
next. YouTube MEAs.
No.
No,
MBAs, like I would know
No.
any.
I know.
Right.
I actually said that's because I wouldn't know any, but
I wouldn't know
you wouldn't know
either.
any either. We got some gigs coming up we want to promote. By the way, as well, we managed to get a new lead this week to sort our headphones out.
Well, it doesn't really affect you though, because you can't hear what we hear.
No, but
But
it has
affects
been paid
us.
for by donations to the podcast.
That's right.
Which, if you would like to donate to our podcast, which you can do by going on this link down here, or do you want to put your finger where it's going
Somewhere
to
where it's not gonna go.
go. www.ko-fi.com/hegpod. So it's coffee.com.
Yeah. And do you know what?
/
Because we
hegpod.
do this like predominantly for free, and like it's not sponsored or anything. So any contributions help towards it
Yeah.
continuing.
And we like to think as well that the people who can afford to donate pay for the people who can't afford to donate. So if you can't afford to donate to this podcast, feel free to just share it with your friends, tell a few friends, tell a few family
Yeah.
members, like, subscribe, download, all that sort of nonsensey shite. But you can donate as well, anything from £3. So if you want to buy the two of us a coffee, it's what, £6? 40
Oh,
if
I
you're
like
in-
a double caramel latte with toppings. So mine's about $4.50 in Starbucks. So
So £9.
£9.
Donate it over on there, right? What we gigs,
Yes.
and then we'll get the hell out of here. Here we go. You're fully waiting on me to speak first here.
19th of April, we are both at the Braid Theatre at Ballymena. You can go to the Braid Theatre website and buy tickets to the show. We are also, it's a comedy night, so there are other comedians on too. Then on the 25th of April, I am performing in Limelight Comedy Club. Don't know who else is on, but you can also get tickets on through their Facebook page. And on the 4th of May or the 7th of May?
4th of May.
4th of May, we are then both in Daly's Comedy Club in Oma, which, if you haven't been, is a bloody brilliant comedy club and only reopened there the other night for the first time. It's been closed down for quite a while, but it was everyone loves performing there. So if you're in the vicinity or you fancy a road trip, head to that.
Without doubt, the best comedy club in the whole of
Yeah.
Ireland. I'm just going to say it.